Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is Derrick Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Michael Pierce.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The toss right to Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Xavier Woods.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A give to Cook out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Forced out to his left. He'll try, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and right side, Henry's got it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 52. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Sunday. Kill. Let's go.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
52. 120. Check. Check. 53,
On second down, here's Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
On the carry.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Max 22, Max 22. Target, 25. Check 20. Great. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Max 22, Max 22.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On second down, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
I'm the best
The
in the
ball
game.
comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Evans. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he fires one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Push him back. Push him back. Sit. He's crying.
2nd and 9 now. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Vikings 28, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming. Check.
They'll run it again with Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings!
Minnesota.
Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on.
Adam Vinatieri.
His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 22, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Sunday. Man 5-7. We're 5-4. Mike's 5-4. You must be dreaming. 54's Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
9-yard line.
That's what I do. Mike 96, Mike 96. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check your hot read.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's third and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
96 is coming. We go Mike 96. Here we go. Mike. Yellow. 96. I got you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, it's Henry. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Go. Squeaky. Mike 54. Hey. Mike 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You remember me? You remember me?
Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now this throw caught left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 52, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On play action, they'll throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Kill.
That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 59, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Sunday. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike 22. 22's coming, Mike. He runs. Mike 22.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. The offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry of the game for Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Let's get it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel. I got a lot of
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
A 3-yard.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Max 22, Max 22. And let's get this,
Now Wentz, got to have this one. He's got a man, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
81. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 54.
Wentz now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Check 3, check 3, check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
It's our time. Max 22, Max Mike 22. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22. Leave 5-3. Leave 5-3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set. Block 40. Mike 60. QB's trash. Let's go. Watch twist.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Mike 96. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 96. Mike 96.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Strong right. Strong right.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Today's final.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger of leather. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Now pictures like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, well, touch the that's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna fuss, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
She-Rag got me.
Dead boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it. Exactly. You built like that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Hey.
Could count on my power, and look at my dogs. From it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does.